Oh, check it out, guys. Check it out. I'm gonna make a really clickbait thumbnail right now. The theory of two neighbors, or the neighbor has a twin, or the neighbor's a clone. That's a very long title, I'm aware, but you know how it is, right? How you doing down there, little buddy? Oh, you're just a small little neighbor now, aren't you? I'm a huge guy, you're a small little neighbor. You're not really too intimidating now, are you? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hello Neighbor Alpha number 2. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon, and no, I am not a giant. I'm actually on top of my house. How did you get up here, Falcon? Well, there is no secret to this one, honestly. I was looking at the Steam forums last night, and I found a post that indicated how to use dev commands in this current build, because the developers, publishers, whatever, I guess the developers really, decided to leave the dev commands in this current build, so we're allowed to do stuff like fly, ghost, teleport, and stuff like that. I will be showing that off here today because I think it gives us a better idea to find hidden stuff. Now, don't think this is a theory video. I don't make theory videos. I tell you my ideas, but normally a lot of the theory videos on YouTube are just like a bunch of like waste of milk views and stuff where it's kind of like, are you the neighbor's son? Find out here and stuff like that. You know, I don't do that. But I want to find out what's actually in store for future updates. So without further ado, let me take you guys over to an unused map here really quickly. Alrighty guys, and here we go. This is going to be an unused map. Let me go ahead over here really quickly and go into ghost mode. In case you're... Uh-oh, let's fly up here. By the way, this is actually a really interesting map. It's going to be really dark. I'm going to try to get us a flashlight here really soon. This is going to be, I want to say like a map where, I don't think it's a future map. There is actually the future map already in the game, which I'll try to show off here afterwards. But this right here, I want to say it's mostly just a map where maybe assets are stored for the game. So you could actually, like, you know how in the prior version it was also like weird stuff, like in the... If you ever kind of like glitched through the basement, you'd find like a bunch of weird items just kind of hanging all over the place. This map is very much the same as that. Let me see about going down here. There is a flashlight. Neighbor, are you around? I'm shaking right now, so the neighbor is indeed around. Okay. I can't see what's happening now. Neighbor, where are you at? It's really dark, neighbor. Okay, I got caught. Great. I want to let it happen. Let's see now if we could come on down over here. This is the flashlight. There we go. I'm going to need you a lot for this one. Okay. So when you're in ghost mode, the neighbor can still catch you, so it's really kind of like tricky. You kind of have to dodge him on occasion here. But let's find out about this map. This is, what's really cool about this, if we actually leave completely through the walls here, this is what this looks like from the outside. Look at that right here. It's very, very interesting indeed. As I mentioned, I don't think this is going to be like an addition to the game. I think it's just mostly a place where you store assets and stuff like that. Although, this right here is a very interesting little area, because this here is actually a bunch of stairs that goes up through here, and you will come into this room right here, which is, you know, kind of like textured very awkwardly with these little square blocks. But for instance, if I come in through here, I hope I could avoid the neighbor doing so, you could actually access this area through those doors, and you will come up all these stairs over here. I'm going to clip through because it makes it easier for us. And once you reach the top, you get to this room over here that's completely empty. However, what's really interesting about it, though, is there is actually the neighbor spotted me wherever he's at. There's actually a spotlight right here in the middle. So, is this like maybe like an asset used for like a cutscene in the future? Maybe a current cutscene that we haven't seen just yet? Who knows? But this is definitely here. I just found it to be interesting. There's a bunch of, you see the neighbor right there? You see him? How you doing, buddy? Oh, he caught me? Oh, that's horseshit. I was flying, my friend. But yeah, I found it to be kind of really interesting that there's a bunch of stairs just going upwards, and it just leads to a room with nothing in there. Around here, we could actually find a couple of beds. Again, this is the reason why I believe this is mostly just an area where the assets are kind of stored. They're kind of left in here. Although it's really weird, there's a skyline as well, or like, I don't know, not really sure if it's a skyline. Would that be a skyline? Skybox, maybe? Not really sure. But you do see this over here. I'm not sure if in the current build the game ever gets dark. I've always, when I've been playing, looking for stuff for the videos I've recorded thus far, it's always been daytime, so I find it kind of interesting there is actually a nighttime in this other little area down here. But anyway, there's actually a couple of neighbors here in this current map. There's the active one, and there's also a couple of frozen ones as well. And you can see over here we have the hide here sign from the Alpha 1 demo, where you see the cutscene where you go to that little, like, carnival area. So the sign is still here, and you can actually interact with it as well. Check this out. Let's toss this motherfucker all the way over there. Get out of here! Okay. We have a trap over here as well. We have a camera. We have a bunch of items over here. Crowbar. A bunch of really essential items, really. And you can actually use this right now, too. Check this out. Hello? Hello? Nobody there? Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Now, let's come on down over here. I want to show you guys the frozen neighbor that I talked about. There's a couple of ladders here, too, which is very interesting. I don't think we have... We haven't had a... Oh, yeah, we had a ladder in the current demo where you go up the roof from the backside, right? But this is a completely different ladder from that one, isn't it? This looks a bit more wooden. No, it's actually metallic, like the one in the demo. Yeah, alrighty. Well, either way. Let's come on down over here and let's see what we have. We have a fridge turned over on its side. Really interesting setup here. Let's go in through here. A lot of these doors you can't actually open legitimately. Some of them are actually locked, though. But this one, for instance, is indeed open. But not all of them are open. Now, check this out. This is what I mentioned over here. We have our cozy neighbor just taking a nice little lap. Lap? Nap. He's taking a nap. I'm not sure why he chose to float as opposed to just laying on his bed right here, but apparently he wants to float because that's what he does. He's a weird dude, this guy right here, huh? Could get through him, nothing really happens. We could kind of clip through him. Oh my goodness God. Oh my God, I could see inside of the mustachio as well. Oh my God, look inside the mustache. Oh my God, you've had some dental work done. I could see that, huh? And you have a nice little mustache over here as well. Oh, good God almighty. Oh, look at the chest hair as well. That is some very detailed chest hair. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this guy. It's kind of really weird. I'm really literally inside the neighbor. Okay. Now, let's see, what else I wanted to show you here. I've noticed a few other things. Oh, there's actually, you know, the heater from the Alpha 1 thing, where we allegedly believe that we could put the bear in to burn it? No. He's giving chase. This is not the one, but there is actually one that resembles the exact same copy of Alpha number 1. I need to figure out where the hell that bad boy is so I could show... Oh, it's right here! Yeah, there it is. Okay. You see this? I don't believe this was in the current build now, so they removed this from Alpha 1, because this is the one you would open. Somebody's breaking something down. Well, I can imagine who it is, but what the hell is he breaking down? That's kind of eerie. Anyway, so over here is the, I guess like the heater control room that was in the Alpha number 1, and you would put the bear in there thinking, oh, if I burn the bear, we get a special thing, because we saw that little painting in the crib room. Well, it's here still, but it's not being used in this current build, to my understanding. I don't remember seeing, I mean, I just, you know, it's weird because I've been playing this game a lot recently, but I don't remember that in the actual current build outside of, you know, glitching it out, or not glitching it out, but using the dev commands. Alrighty, so that's over here pretty cool and done. And then there's a bunch of items going upwards. We do have the gun as well. I love activating this guy because he always just runs off on his own. Go on there, little buddy. Yeah, watch out for the gun. Watch out for the shotty. Is that really a shotty? More like a rifle, really, right? Yeah, whatever it is, but it'll walk on its own. So, let's come on down to the somewhat weirder stuff, although the neighbor just floating in limbo sleep over here is kind of weird on its own. But what's really weird about me that I find about this game all the time is just the way they use assets on occasion, or at least how they store them. It's just really weird. If we come in through here, you will see this. This, remember, is the key for the shooting range. This is what you open up to get into the crib room eventually, right? So when you do the shooting thing in the Alpha number 1, this drops down from the little price, little dispenser, and you get this, and you get inside. You can pick this up as well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But I looked around over here. There's a couple of locked doors. There's a couple of locks, actually, that do use the key. But, you don't really open them with that. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure. There was a lock somewhere around here that actually had the lock with that key, but you couldn't really open it. Over here again, we have, like a weird spotlight with the red one, which is the one we use now to get into the, not tool shed, but to get the crowbar inside of the neighbor's house as well. So that's kind of weird. Alrighty, so other than that, what else do we have to show off here? I think that's about it. This is actually kind of interesting because this is a wall, right? And we see that this wall is actually cut off. So, for instance, if you move this shelf area, you should be able to go to the back. So I imagine this will probably be like some sort of addition down the line eventually. They'll probably have like a mechanism where you somehow move the shelf and it gives you like a hidden room or something. Or maybe like a way to kind of get the items needed to beat the game. But yeah, that's there over here as well. We have a generator inside. This, I followed it. It doesn't really lead anywhere really important. Just outside to what do you lead to? I think down here. There's actually a weird kitchen I wanted to show off as well. Oh, it's really dark in here, huh? This is the bottom side of that. If we go all the way down, if you're wondering, you would just... Oh, wow. The fuck? The fuck is the moon doing down here? You should be up above, dude. That's weird. Didn't see that one before. Alright, let's come up through here. And let's see. If I am correct... I apologize if it's dark, by the way, but, you know, I'll try to lighten it up a little bit in post-editing, but if I try to brighten it up too much, like, it'll just make the game look really, like, muddy. because YouTube really compresses the shit out of the video, so it's dark, so just kind of deal with it here a little bit. Here's the kitchen I don't want to mention. So we come in through here. This is weird because this is a kitchen you can't interact with whatsoever. Like, a bunch of the items here in this map you can't interact with. Oh, this is where the neighbor would be at. Is the neighbor fucking glowing? Oh! Yo, he's holding something. What is he holding? Did you see that he was holding... Oh, he was holding the milk. You were out there getting some milk? Dude, it's so dark and creepy in here. What are you doing running around in the dark drinking milk? Oh god, neighbor. You never cease to amaze me with the weird shit you do, dude. Alrighty, so... Oh, he got me? That's okay. I'd rather just reset him anyway. We have a broken pillar over here as well. This is where the place was at. So yeah, everything over here you cannot interact with, which is really interesting. You can't open this up, you can't pick any items over here. There's a mannequin arm, though. Just the mannequin arm. Oh, the body is somewhat in there? Are you somewhat in there or no? No, it's just the arm itself. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. I think that's really all I wanted to show off with this map here. It's really dark, so I want to get out to a lighter area so you can see a little bit better. So, yeah, we have a couple of ladders, but I think we've basically explored all the weird stuff in here. Look at this shit. This is some neighbor inception stuff. Oh, check it out, guys. Check it out. I'm gonna make a really clickbait thumbnail right now. 2 neighbors? Oh, wait. What? It should be like all caps, and I'll be like, the theory of 2 neighbors, or the neighbor has a twin, or the neighbor's a clone. That's a very long title, I'm aware, but you know how it is, right? Alright, so there you guys have it. Let me go into the basement, the part that we cannot access in this current demo here at the moment. Alrighty guys, and we're back over here. How you doing, buddy? Oh yeah. You know what? You happen to be very creepy yourself, but when I start fucking flying, I think I just might be a little bit creepier than you now, don't I? Before we go to that basement, there's also the famous graveyard from Alpha number 1. You know those theories as well? Can you escape the graveyard ending? Can I take a shovel in there? Can I take a bell so I get rescued? Secret ending here. Yeah, those clickbait videos. The graveyard is indeed here, but it's really far off from that. I think you can only access it this way. But it's really interesting to note that you could still kind of access the graveyard. Or at least not that you could access it, but you could still kind of... It's still an asset in the game, so at some point I guess they'll probably re-implement it or something like that. So there is that. Now let's go over here to the main course, which is going to be the part of the basement that we cannot access in this current build. You know how, like, when you get to that point, the game just cuts off. It's kind of like, go to helloneighbor.com or something like that. If you go down below, you will see your actual character. So, with my video, I had never seen that cutscene before where the quote-unquote that I mentioned kid ran through. I guess that's really us. I guess it's us. I mean, assuming, I still have a weird theory about the game. Like, we're playing the shit in reverse, but... Ideally, this guy here is the guy we see in the cutscene. He's dressed exactly like we are, so can I assume it's us? I think so. But it's just weird because it seems like he's the one who's locked in there, but we're him. So I don't know, it's just really weird. But he's not a kid. He's got a little bit of a mustache. Well, not really a mustache. He's got like a little, what is that, like a 3 o'clock shadow? Is that what you call it? I don't know. I can't grow facial hair myself, so I never really use the terminology, because I can't grow facial hair. I tried, but I can't do it. There's also that key down here as well. And we have another neighbor just kind of posted up over here, and the real neighbor is just running around outside of the house. Alright, so let's go into the basement now. This is the really big main course of the video here. So, let's clip through. Now, if you actually go through the door right now, the game ends. So you kind of want to like go through the side, and there it is. So, this right here that we're seeing directly where my cursor is at, that is where the demo ends right here. But when you see through that room out here, you can kind of see that there's something in here, and obviously, here it is. And it shows some really cool stuff in here. There's a bunch of like burning stuff, and this right here is actually fleshed out properly, like an actual stage. So I want to say this will be easily accessible with the next demo, I have to imagine, unless they switch stuff up. But this already here looks to be well made. It's got like proper corridors. The neighbor doesn't bug you over here. You can walk. I could get out of ghost mode here and just walk around. But there's a couple of areas you're kind of inaccessible to eventually. So it's a lot easier to just kind of for us to ghost around. But as you can see, it's actually fleshed out quite well. I really like the look of it. It's very, very goddamn creepy for a fact. Mannequin's over here on fire. The painting is over here back again. And then again, the keys just hanging off of walls as usual. We have this one here. I want to say we should be able to use this bad boy here for you. No? I know there's definitely a lock here you could actually unlock. Well, not like it really matters because we just kind of like ghost on through, right? And there's also a stereo system here, a speaker, which I've never really seen in the base game, so that's actually pretty cool. I wonder if it'll be like some sort of weird scare for us. You're walking by and suddenly it just blares on and just scares the shit out of you. And then over here, we kind of reach a weird ending. So when you go through all this, it seems we reach over here, and then this here is where it just ends completely. As you can see, we have this. Let me go on through over here. Yeah, so we can actually access the area through here, and then here it's just basically done. There's a door that leads to just nothing now. There's a weird square down here, which I've never gone through. But there's nothing in here. Yeah, okay. But this is where it just basically comes to a halt, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of really weird, kind of interesting. Something I wanted to show off over here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. I'm going to keep looking around, searching for some stuff. I already kind of really did an in-depth sleep through last night, and I didn't really find something too crazy, no secret items. But I'll keep looking and see what turns up here, and I'll keep looking through the dev commands as well. If you can see down here, I'm using them right now, and there's a bunch of stuff you can basically use. So open up the the menu, and just basically enter a random letter, and it'll give you like the list of commands for that letter as well. And you can kind of see what stuff is over here we're going to mess around with. I mean, a lot of it is going to be like just commands like show FPS, force textures, and stuff like that. So be careful what you're actually using over here as well. What was that? I'm not sure what just happened right now. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.